Hey, good evening. Hey, it's time for Tad's Cultivated Cabin Corned Beef Hash. It is inspired by the grizzly bear on my thumbnail. He's from Alaska, and I'll be using Yukon Gold potatoes because number one, they have a lot of vitamins, and number two, you don't have to peel them like the russet potatoes when you're making hash browns. So check this out. Like I said, I'm going to have to make corned beef hash, more corned beef, because I am just addicted to the Reubens, and now my girl Tina is definitely hooked on them too. We've been eating those a couple days, and we're not bored of it yet. So for my cultivated corned beef hash, the first step is to cut the potatoes up into 1/2 inch pieces. Or if you want them bigger, you can make them bigger too. And then what we're going to do is boil them 5 to 10 minutes. Oh yeah, looking good. So that looks good. You can go like 50-50, but I say like 30-60 with the meat. Anyway, whatever you want, whatever you got left over. That's the last of my Yukon Gold, so I'm just throwing them in. So I filled the pot up 3 times and rinsed out my potatoes till the water is crystal clear. This is a really handy dandy pot here. There's a built-in strainer. All right, time to chop up the onion. Well, before that, I gotta tell you, you gotta boil these potatoes like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna add some salt, add a little olive oil. Yeah, I did a teaspoon of olive oil, and that'll help it when it's boiling from overflowing in case I get sidetracked, which normally happens with me. Here's the easy method to cut this. You gotta cut off both ends first. Root end is at the bottom, that's the top. I'm gonna cut this baby in half. Let's see. Effortless. Now I'm going to peel off this layer here, the first layer of skin, and then I'm ready to dice it up. Now you want to cut into the root end a little bit. Both the root end, and then it will all fall apart when you cut it. That looks pretty good. There we go. Now let's whack this baby up. Quarter it first. Yeah, my photographer's still at work, but I can handle this. Some big pieces they'll shrink down in this beautiful corned beef hash. All right. The potatoes. Look at those babies boiling, man. That's what I say. You got to put a tablespoon of some type of oil in there. Not motor oil. You got to put in some Italian oil, olive oil, or some vegetable oil, or avocado oil, whatever you got. And then I'm going, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes. And then when the fork goes through it easily, it's getting there. It's been about 5 minutes. Just like you're making mashed potatoes. Time to check them again here. It's been about 8 minutes. They're going in real easy. Oh boy, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, time to drain them. Strain them and drain them. They're all drained, and I'm going to let them sit here a minute. Then I'm going to go outside, walk my dog around a little bit, come back in, and I'll show you how to make the browns. But I got to tell you, you want to use butter in the fry pan. You don't, because they are damp with water, and we don't want splatters. Because if your wife comes home And, you know, water and oil don't mix. But if your wife comes home and you got oil splattered all over the place, you know, you're going to get in trouble. So just use butter. Safer. So buying corned beef hash at a restaurant, it's kind of like playing pull tabs. It's like, where's the winner? Where's the meat? You know, I go there with Tina and we get, you know, our corned beef hash, and she has all the meat and I got potatoes. And I'm like, oh, that's because she looks good and probably a male in there or something's cooking. But anyway, when you make it at home, you can add more meat, or you could pick some more meat out with the potatoes and make sure it's equal, because it ain't equal at a restaurant. And plus, they make that stuff up early at most restaurants, and that's a little soggy. Anyway, homemade is the way to go. Look, guys, I ate margarine. I used margarine in my family until I was like 50 years old because I thought it was so much better for you. And then I met this lady when I was like 50, and she's always used butter, and you definitely don't argue with her. So after that, I started using butter. You know, back in the day, they were saying margarine was good for you. And I got used to it. It definitely saves money. But now I'm all about butter, and I definitely work out enough and walk enough having the dog to where I'm not going to worry about it. It tastes really good. You know, at these restaurants, they always say meat down. At my place, it's butter down first. I'm going to throw down the Yukon Golds, make them real golden. Yeah, I got them down. Add a little salt here. Let's get some salt on the subject. We need our sodium. It's healthy. And a little pepper here. But I'll have to hold back since I don't have a cameraman. The pepper is applied. After a couple minutes, stir them around, flip them over. That butter around all of it. And then get them to the color you want. That's been about 4 minutes. I got it on like medium. Time to add a few onions. Get that onion flavoring in with the potatoes. We'll be in business here soon. Listen to that sound. A savory sound. That looks totally captivating. Yeah, cooked it another 3 or 4 more minutes. Now it's time to add the elegance. Get the corned beef in there. That's what's for dinner. Corned beef. Put it on the edges. Get some of that juices stewing in there. There's no shortage of corned beef at my house until Sunday. This is way different than the stuff in the can. If you eat the corned beef hash in the can, you've got to be at least 40% puppy, because the dogs love it and it smells like dog food. This is the way you make corned beef hash. Yeah, back in the late 70s and 80s, the way we could find out a narc at the tavern was we go, hey man, want to come over to my house for some hash tonight? And some guy would go, oh, you're making hash? And then we'd like, hey, look at the guy and say, no, we're going to Tad's house for corned beef hash. And then we knew he was a narc. Anyway, that's how we did it. You know, every day, no matter if you're rich or poor, we're pulling on our socks and putting on our boots or our shoes or sandals. And whether you're rich or poor, it's the same with eating. I haven't even got into some stuff they eat overseas. But back in the day, they didn't have the internet. And the kings know eating is definitely the way to the soul. I mean, every day we gotta eat. So might as well make something good and watch my station and learn some culinary skills. I don't know why you guys aren't subscribing too, because it's free. And I'm just doing this for fun. So I got something for my legacy when I'm gone. So please subscribe. I mean, come on, you want to eat good? I'm just starting out. It's only been 28 days. You need to support your Swamp Creek cook from Kenmore. Anyway, that's looking mighty fine. So, all I need is some huevos on top. And I messed up. I was trying to make a spoof, man, when I made the taco enchilada. And I was kind of legume braised, and that's vegetables. But anyway, huevos. I want them over easy. There he goes with the butter again, damn it. I need a little more even. Huevo eggs need a little salt and pimienta, or salt and pepper. And then we'll see. I'm gonna flip them over. I like them over easy. There may be one restaurant, but look at those chunks. Is that just awesome? That's corned beef, baby. You don't see that much at a restaurant. Eggs are down. Now flip them. Made them a little hard tonight. I was making a martini. But you know, the only way you can get something like this is make it at home, or get $100,000 to $200,000 golf membership, and then you might get something similar to this. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe. Had a great time tonight. Thank you.